On January 10th, 2020, you guys were born into this world. And on February 10th of 2020, you were born into my lives and many others. You guys were so scared and so intimidated by everything at first in your new home. And you moved so robotic. And everything was just very new to you guys. But you guys were also very new to me, and I was also intimidated. Although I did plenty of research before getting you guys, there was still so much to know about you guys. And you have taught me so much, and so many people on the internet as well. And we are so lucky to learn everything about you guys. We are so lucky that people want to know so much about you guys. You are already 1 year old, and you've already been with me for 1 year as well. And it's just crazy to me to think how much time has passed and how much you guys have grown and how much we've both gotten to learn about each other and how much we're changing other people's lives and their gerbils' lives. Beanie, Lemon, and Almond, I dedicate this video to you, as crazy as that sounds, because you can't understand or see any of it. But the amazing community that you've created can, and so we are going to share our 1 year journey. We learned that your very first water dish instead of a water bottle was too tall and you had to tiptoe to get the water. So we learned together that to change that and give you a water dish that was very much more accessible. But it was very fun to watch you get excited about new things, even sand for the very first time. I remember it looked like you guys were binkying around like rabbits because you were so excited about the sand. But even though everything was so new to you guys and you were so scared and it took a lot of courage for you guys to come out into the open, I'm so proud and so comforted by the fact that you guys do. And then the first day or the first week, it was so hard, but you guys did it, and I'm so glad I could make you feel comfortable enough to do that. Ever since you guys took the first steps into going out and trusting your new home and me, everything fell into place like a puzzle, and you walked into so many other people's lives, and you still are. And it is amazing to me how much you can trust me and to even want to be around me, to wake up when I do, to go to sleep when I do, to just be in the same life that I am and the same life that we are for our community of people who also own gerbils. I am so lucky to be able to share how amazing you guys are with other people and for them to see it as well. It makes me so happy to know that we are changing the lives of other gerbils for the better and including enrichment for them. And I hope to gather many experiences I can learn and benefit from the knowledge of my experience with my own gerbils, but also with the communities. And I'm so glad that so many of you feel open enough to share your gerbil experiences with me so we can grow as a community and to help these gerbils. It all started with this clip. It was just another morning for us when we finally were comfortable with each other and knew our wants and needs. But that regular morning for us opened up so much curiosity from others to learn more about you guys and other gerbils. And we learned together your favorite foods and how much you need to eat. We learned that there is still not a commercial mix suitable for you because it's all marketed towards hamsters, but we also learned how to calculate percentages to get the right guaranteed analysis for you guys. And so we have our own homemade diet. We've also learned that you guys just cannot be trusted with plastic. And so this sand bath that we kept in the beginning of your enclosure had to be gone because you guys started chewing it, and that was not good. We also learned that the 11-inch KT silent spinner was too big for you guys to spin, so in the meantime, while I was ordering a wooden wheel, you used the smaller one. We learned that you guys are inseparable siblings and that you almost do basically everything together, except when good food is involved, because then you need to run away from the others before they find out about your own treat and finish before you do. But you basically do everything together, and we learned how social and how much of a need it is for you guys to be in pairs or trios, but pairs are the safer option when it comes to gerbils in enclosures. And as we are still learning more about how to bond you guys if you are not siblings or when you get older, even though I knew you guys had the same parts 4 months ago, we learned that you guys are actually girls. Now, people don't recommend female trios, but you guys have been absolutely sweet, and not a tint of territorial behavior has been shown with this space and enrichment that you guys have. Now, people do say that as they get older is when problems start to occur, but I am fully prepared to help you guys out when that happens and to see how we can prevent that, or if we can do things to make it an option for you guys to be okay in a trio. But you guys are siblings, so it is a much better outcome. And even though you guys like to fight or like play fight over food, it's never aggressive. I am able to show your normal behavior and to be able to speak on an experience of a female trio, even though it isn't recommended, and I probably am too afraid to recommend it due to other people's experiences. I am glad that you guys gave me the opportunity to learn about this. But we learned so much more as well. We learned that you love to take naps in the sun. And we learned this because even though you had 15 inches of bedding and many shaded spots, I always keep the window open so it's never too hot. You guys chose those spots and you chose the sun. And so we learned that you really do like the sun. And it's not always a bad thing to have in your enclosure, as long as it's not overheated or the sun is too strong, and as long as you can always have the option to block the sun out completely, as well as always keeping the enclosure well ventilated, hence the open windows every time sun is going into the enclosure. It was so interesting to learn that about you guys, because many people have always said that it's way too dangerous to have sunlight in the enclosure. And while this is definitely the case for hamsters, I am almost certain that a little sunlight, and as long as the other factors like ventilation and heat is kept in mind and dealt with, it is perfectly fine for gerbils. You guys only take naps throughout the entire day and night, and so you are awake a lot of the time. Even though you still consistently take naps throughout the night, you do spend that time under the bedding because it's much darker, and it really does show that you guys really love light. And even though I've said all of this, sunlight is definitely not needed, but I do believe that gerbils do like the room to be light, especially in the morning or in the day when it should be. As long as they can see the cycle of morning and night, they will enjoy it very much. All that being said, even in the summertime when the sun no longer reaches your enclosure, you still enjoy the light and spending your morning and the day napping and being active outside of the bedding. It brought us a lot of joy to know how comfortable and how safe you guys feel with me. And while this might not be the case for every gerbil, even if you are giving it your all, it's only because every gerbil has experienced something different. Even gerbils bred in captivity have a lot of their wild instincts, Although some have stronger instincts than the others, they are always still there. And fear is a big factor for them because they are prey animals, so try not to take it too much to heart if you don't see activity like this. Just do everything you can, and they will know and respect that as well. We've learned to accommodate and enrich your lives through the knowledge of enriching other rodents' lives, such as hamsters and mice, but you guys have your own needs, especially with how you guys carelessly throw your bedding into the water and your wheel and your sand. Even though those things are meant to enrich your life, we discovered that you really do need some kind of divider or cage topper to keep those things available to you, because you're kind of crazy in that sense. But we got you, and you kind of respect that. Even though you've learned that I need you guys to keep your wheel, water, and sand bath out of bedding, and even though you know that you could still bring bedding to the other side if you wanted to, you've only chosen to bring a bit of hay and put it in a nest in the coconut. And so I know that you can do more damage, but you have just come to accept what we want for you as well, and that's amazing to me. You are continuing to teach not only myself, but many others that we just need to not give up on you guys. And even with your plastic chewing, a wooden wheel is perfectly acceptable, because even though you're known to urinate on it, and you have, I can pad it with cardboard or carton paper and just replace it, and that works perfectly for you as well. But thank you for teaching me so much about your lives. I know I'm not the only one grateful for it. I can't wait to learn so much more about you guys, and I can't wait for others to be able to as well, and to change your lives forever, because you've changed mine. Thank you.